Hi, I'm Annie. This is Books with Annie. Today we're going to be going over my May TBR. We're going to use my spinner wheel to pick 6 prompts, and then from those prompts I will choose which books I will be trying to get to in May. Before we get to May though, we have to go over April. Up here you can see my April TBR. Not really, it's kind of blocked, but Cursed Fates. And this is a chunker. I really enjoyed this book. This isn't a wrap up. I did read this. Half City by Kate Golden. I did read this. The Appeal by Janice Hallett. I did read this. A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I did read this. And then the last 3, my self-destruct book is Tweet Cute, and I have started this. I'm about 75-ish pages into this. It's cute, it's fine. Releasing 10. I picked up from where I left off this morning, and wow, this is a really hard book to read, but I have started this. And then last but not least for our April TBR is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, and I have started this. I'm 96 pages into it and I'm enjoying it. So that is it for the April TBR. Let's jump into my self-destruct book first. This is my stack of self-destruct books. The 2 on the bottom are my hardcovers. I don't want to go with that right now, so it's gonna be one of these top books. I have no idea what any of these are. I completely forgot like half of the books that are in this. So I don't know. I'll just go with the one on top because I could sit here and like try to guess, but I won't be able to guess, so. Alright. And we have, alright. The Unraveling of Cassidy Holmes by Alyssa R. Sloan is the first book on my May TBR. It doesn't count towards my prompts that I'm going to spend for, but it is a book that I am going to try to get to in May. And I do feel like I'm going to like this. I hope I'm going to like this. I'm not 100% sure. I'll read you the first little bit on the back. Cassidy Holmes isn't just a celebrity. She is Sassy Gloss, the 4th member of the hottest pop group America has ever seen. Hotter than Britney, Dancing with a Snake, hotter than Christina Getting Dirty, Gloss was the pop act that everyone idolized. Fans couldn't get enough of them, their music, and the drama that followed them like a moth to the flame, until the group's sudden implosion in 2002, and at the center of it all was Sassy Cassie, the Texan with a signature smirk that had everyone falling for her hook, line, and sinker. But now she's dead. Suicide. That's just the first half of this, so I don't know. I'm intrigued. So now let's get into our picks. Some things to mention for May. There are a couple of books that I do need to read this month, even if I don't get them on the TBR. So, and if I don't, that's okay. It won't bother me. Also, look at my new earrings. One of my best friends gave them to me. Aren't they so cute? I'm obsessed. Yeah, it won't matter if I can't get to them, because I'll still read them. But those are Theo of Golden. That's my in-person, or well, it's my family book club. We're not actually in person. And then I am doing a Twilight reread with a Midnight Sun tandem read, and I've never read this book. So if I could get one or both of these books on the TBR, that would be great, because they're huge. And then also on the back here are books that I've started, and then some of my wrapped up books for my self-destructing TBR that I just haven't started yet. Also, we did get a new cat. She's right here. She's adorable. We love her. Don't we, baby? We love you. She does not love being picked up. She always acts like she wants to be, so I don't know. Okay. First prompt is Michael picked, but he's not home. But I know what he would choose if he was here, and he would choose The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander, because we are currently reading this together. We are, hey, Miss Girl. We are 100 pages into this book, and we've been meaning to pick it back up, so I think he would want me to put this on the TBR. This is a very good nonfiction, talking about mass incarceration in the age of colorblindness, and how the 1980s were a huge turning point with the incarceration rates of Black people in the United States, and how it's just continued and sometimes gotten worse. And it's very statistic heavy, so if that's not something that you like, maybe look into a different book on like the war on drugs and what it did to the Black community. But I have really liked my time reading this, and I feel like it has been quite an eye-opening experience, and I've learned a lot from it, which is all I really want from nonfiction books like this. Before 2023. Okay. Is this 2023? 2022, okay. I'm like so sure this was. Actually, no, I know this was, and I want to reread that. This wasn't. This was. Could do that. Oh, I know what I'm picking. Okay. I am picking Twilight for before 2023. This is my original copy from middle school. That's how I know this was published before 2023. It's also just not that hard to guess that it was before 2023, but just so you know, the first paperback edition was September of 2006. If you don't know what the series is about, it is about a girl named Bella who is a human. She meets a guy named Edward. They fall in love. She finds out he's a vampire. She's like, oh, that's cool. I want to be a vampire. It's awful, but it's so good at the same time, and I cannot wait to reread this with my friend. Bubba, stop licking, please. Sorry if you could hear my dog licking. He's literally right behind the camera, and he is an anxious boy, so I don't know what to tell you. All right, next up we have Soft DNF. Of course we do. Okay, so Soft DNF, I kind of look at this as like, I'm not in the mood for it when I first pick it up, so I just put it aside even though I've started it. So I've started it and just put it down. That doesn't mean that I hated it while I was reading it, never want to pick it up again, anything like that. So there are quite a few books like that. Literally 1, 2, 3 of them up here I have started and put down. This one I have done that exact same thing. Same with this one. I think that's it. But let's go with... So I'm gonna go with Daddy Issues by Kate Goldbeck. I loved You Again by Kate Goldbeck, and I started this book. I was enjoying it. I just kept prioritizing other things and kept putting this down, and I didn't care enough to want to go back to it and pick it up when I was done with that book, if that makes sense. But I was enjoying it. I do want to pick it up. I'm on chapter 16. Which is 122 pages into it, and this is about Sam and what's his name? What is his name? Nick. Sam and Nick. And the little blurb on the back says, a sharp-witted, steamy, modern love story from best-selling author of You Again. At 26, Sam Pulaski expected to be thriving an exciting career. Not stuck in her hometown, crashing with her mom, which I feel like that is relatable. So I'm excited to continue on with this book, and I think I am going to really enjoy it. Again, it was just not the right time to read it, I think, when I initially picked it up. On to number 4. Name in the title. Okay. Well, Hawthorne is a last name, so I could do that. Charlie is her name. Annie. I feel like I have to choose this one. I got the arc of this and then forgot to read it, and then it was a book of the month choice, so that's what I chose for book of the month, which sounds counterintuitive, but I wanted a physical copy if I really loved it, especially because my name is in the title. I remember really clicking to the synopsis of this book. It says, Annie thinks she knows what's best for everyone, but when her life goes sideways, the inner workings of her own heart become a total mystery. Can she stumble her way to happily ever after? That's just the tiny little blurb, and I for me, that hits home. And it's funny because I'm currently reading a book with my name in it. This is a book with my name in it. But I am very, very excited for this, and I think I will really enjoy it. And then I get to put a review out there for NetGalley. So that's really exciting stuff. I can't wait to get to this. Know nothing about. Okay, that's what I can do. Know nothing about. I know something about most of these books. I don't know anything about Unbound. It's the 3rd book in a series. I don't know who the couple is. I don't know what their story is. I don't know any of it. I really enjoyed Unsteady and Unloved, so that is a good option. Same thing with Happy Ending. I love Chloe Leese. I've loved everything I've read of hers. I just don't know anything about what this book is about. Kind of the same thing with Kiss of Deception. I don't know anything about that book really. I just know that it's a romantasy, just fantasy. Lifestyles of Gods and Monsters. Same thing. I really know nothing about that one, and that's probably the one that I should choose. But out of all of my options, I'm excited for the other 3 books more than I am for that one. So I don't know what to do. Okay, I feel like my TBR already has a little bit of it's a little different from what I was kind of wanting for this month with the nonfiction. I'm not really looking forward to the unraveling of Cassidy Holmes, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm not gonna go with Happy Ending. As much as I want to choose Unbound, I'm not gonna choose that. So I'm between The Kiss of Deception and The Lifestyles of Gods and Monsters. I know that I should go with this one, but I really want to read this one. So I'm going to go with The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. So I am okay with going into this not knowing very much, but I will say that she flees on her wedding day. Love that. That's so fun. She steals ancient documents from the Chancellor's secret collection. She is pursued by bounty hunters sent by her own father. She is Princess Leah, 17, first daughter of the House of Morrigan. Sounds fun. 2025 release. Okay. I can definitely do that. It's just I don't know, and I don't want to go through every single book on this cart. I'm just going on Goodreads and looking to see the publication year for these. Okay, so out of these 3 books, I'm really excited for all of them. So we have The Defender by Anna Huang, Wild Card by Elsie Silver, and The Thrashers by Julie Soto, some of my all-time favorite authors up against each other. Okay, so based on what my TBR already looks like, any of these would be good options. I love having a lot of romance to read. This is a YA thriller with a subplot of romance, I think. And then the other two are just straight up romance. So I don't know. I feel like because soccer season is kind of wrapping up right now, I want to choose The Defender. So that's what I'm going to do. I will say that King of Gluttony by Anna Huang should be at my door sometime today, and I'm very excited for that. But I am going to put The Defender by Anna Huang on the TBR. Okay, so that's all for my prompt spins. I am happy that I got 2 of the books from up here onto my actual monthly TBR, so let's go over that. For 2025 release, we have The Defender by Anna Huang. Know Nothing About, we have Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. For Name in the Title, we have Annie Knows Everything by Rachel Wood. For Soft DNF, we have Daddy Issues by Kate Goldbeck. For released before 2023, I think, we have Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. We have, for Michael Pick, The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. And then for my self-destruct, we have The Unraveling of Cassidy Holmes. All in all, this stack is not super crazy, but with all of the books from this month that I still need to finish and probably won't finish, that's a lot. So, I mean, oh, I can't. And you add on Midnight Sun and it's just a huge stack. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to these, and honestly, that's okay. I don't punish myself for not being able to finish my TBR stack. I have a full-time job, I have 3 animals, I have a partner, I have a lot of friends. Like, I have a lot going on outside of reading, and I'm very, very grateful and thankful that I get to do this as a hobby. And I am just really appreciative that this is something that I get to do. And so yeah, I'll show you the stack one more time just for funsies. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my May TBR. Let me know what you're excited to get to this month down in the comments below. I'd love to know if you've read any of the books that I have on my TBR and what you thought of them. And if you don't have anything bookish to say, but you want to leave a comment to let me know you were here, leave the blue heart in the comments. And yeah, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I'd love to have you here. Bye.